Hello and welcome to Breaking Android, breaking apart Android news into easily digestible bits. For BreakingModern.com, I'm Matt Lee. First up, all major news sites are reporting a little change quietly done to the Google Nexus Update Policy. Before, if you guys remember, a while ago, they made it say that if you had a Nexus device or a Google Play Edition device, you would get those updates within 2 weeks of Android being updated. Now they've quietly added, and I wouldn't say quietly because all of the major sites are reporting on it, they've slipped in there something that says up to 2 weeks dependent on your carrier. So they kind of knew they were having a hard time fighting against the carriers. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's Google because, you know, it's Google. But I think just covering their butts a little bit, they threw that in there. Of course, if this is a big deal to you, you can still get your device straight from the Google Play Store. Of course, you're not going to get that nice subsidized price. Those of us in the lower income brackets have come to appreciate. Also, you can just root and ROM. I mean, as soon as the update comes out, if you're into that, you can unlock it, you can put the custom ROM on, and voila, you're running the newest version. So there are definitely ways around it, but for everyone else, I feel like personally, I don't think they're going to care. People like my mother, my grandparents, people like that aren't going to know what version of Android they're on. As long as their device works, they're happy. This makes like nerds like me mad, but I'm over it. I can put it on there if I want. I can update it myself, so that's fine. Next up, we got a little article from Android and Me reporting that if you want to add wireless charging via the QI base charging stations, they come with this little $10 thing on Amazon you can get now that'll basically add wireless charging to any Android phone. I'm not a fan of how it works. I mean, it works, but if your phone doesn't have a back that comes off or you're not using a case, you're just going to have this thing hanging there. And granted, you can unplug it, but at that point, why aren't you just plugging in your charger, right? So it's by DigiYes. It's a microUSB wireless charging receiver module. You can get it on Amazon for like $10 plus shipping. Of course, if you have Prime, don't got to worry about that. But yeah, it's a little sticker basically. You stick it on the back of your phone, and then there's a tail, and that plugs in. You fold it down, and it plugs right into your little microUSB. So when you put it on, like for me, I have the Moto X, so I would put it right here, fold it down, and it goes right into the plug. So depending on your device, your mileage may vary. My girlfriend was looking at this with me, and she's like, so it just makes it so you don't have to plug in your phone? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's lazy. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I think once all devices start coming with this built in, it'll be really cool, especially when we can start building this into desks and furniture and stuff like that. I know, this is dumb future stuff, but that would be cool. You just set your phone down wherever, and it's charging without a stupid thing taped to it. It's not stupid. It's just, it's not for me. But if you want to add QI wireless charging, there it is. I'll put links to all this stuff, of course, in the description and the show notes. Let's see. Ending things. Phandroid's reporting that Sprint is doing a special starting December 5th. If you bring in, and the example they used is, let's say, a family of 4 on Verizon. They're paying $140 for 10 gigs of shared data. You bring your phones to Sprint and get a contract with them. They're going to cut that bill in half. So you're going to pay $70 for the same 10 gigs, and they're going to give you unlimited talk and text. They say it's good for the life of the account, so if you get locked in at a price, that's where it'll stay. Who knows? I don't have Sprint in my area personally, Northwest Montana, but you may have it around there, and if you do, if it works well, I've heard, you know, not so great things about their coverage and their service and everything, but who knows? It might be better. So definitely check it out. Phandroid has the article there. So that's going to do it for Breaking Android. Check out the links to everything I've talked about here in the description and the show notes over at BreakingModern.com.